price opens higher and the price closes lower. The upper and lower shadows wick represents the price's highest high and the lowest low of the candle before it closes. Moving on, there are many different types of candlestick patterns out there. But I find these candlestick patterns are worth knowing. Let me walk you through how it works. Basically, for a hammer candlestick pattern, the price opens at a high level. Then the sellers quickly came in and took control, and you can see that the price is being pushed all the way down lower. What happens is that the buyers, the bulls, came in and has taken control back from the sellers, pushing price all the way back up higher. And finally, closing near the highs of the day. This candlestick pattern is essentially telling you that there is a tug of war between the bulls and the bears. And eventually the bulls have won, right? So, essentially this candlestick pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. Buyers are momentarily in control. Ideally, the length of the wick is at least 2 times the body. The longer the wick, the greater the price rejection. So, how you want to define hammer is that the body is small. Let me point out to you few hammers that you can see on this chart over here. One thing to clarify is that you might have come across in works or materials online that says that if you spot a hammer in the uptrend, it's a sign of weakness, that sellers are stepping in. For this, I can't agree. Because when you see a hammer in an uptrend, to me that is a sign of strength. Because it tells you that there are sellers coming in. But, eventually the sellers are overrun by the buyers, and prices now close bullishly higher. On the other hand, shooting star. So, the shooting star looks something like this. It's basically the opposite of a hammer. You can see that the buyers came in and pushed price all the way higher. And then the sellers came in and reversed all the gains made by the buyers, eventually closing near the lows. Based on the visualization that you've seen, it's quite straightforward to know that this candlestick pattern is a bearish reversal pattern. Sellers are momentarily in control. The length of the wick, ideally, is at least 2 times the length of the body. And the longer the wick, the greater the price rejection. So, in this example, let me share with you what a shooting star looks like. Another thing to note is that when you see a downtrend, and then you spot somewhat of a shooting star, this only serves to reinforce that the sellers are still in control. Don't think that it is a bullish pattern in a downtrend just because you see a long wick where it shows that the buyers have stepped in previously. Because eventually, the buyers will exhaust themselves and the sellers came in and took control. Another couple of candlestick patterns that you should know is what we call the bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing. Let me explain to you the concept behind it. You can see that when the first candle opens, the sellers